Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today we're going to play a little bit of a game. So a few days ago, I did a video and I featured a card that really doesn't get a whole lot of play. I actually had never played the card before. It is from this expansion, and most of the comments were like, I legit never have seen this card before. I forgot this card ever existed. So I thought I'd make a video inspired from that one to test your knowledge of the oddities of Hearthstone, the cards that really don't get a whole lot of play, even in the peculiar game modes, namely Arena, the ones that I play. These cards I'm going to mention, you almost never even see them there. These are all standard cards, so yeah, if I include Wild, there's certainly some you forgot about, but these are standard cards. These are cards you can play on Standard Ladder right now, and trust me, all these next 10 cards are real cards. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys the name of the card, and I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to remember what the card is, and then we're going to put the card on the screen and you're going to see if you were right or wrong, and you can measure your score out of 10. And it's obviously the honor system, so I expect everyone to get 10 out of 10, right? Right. Alright, so let's start with an easy one. Glowstone Technician. That's right, it's the card that actually inspired this video. It's a Paladin card. It's actually notably decent, but Paladin doesn't really care about decency in Standard. They just do the odd thing, and they're as degenerate as they come. So, yes, it's a pretty good card, but there's just no need for it. And in Arena, it's actually surprisingly rare for whatever reason. You hardly ever see it there as well. All right, next up. Ready? Forest Guide. Ring any bells? This card actually got me. It's the Druid card that draws cards constantly. I have literally only seen this play in Arena like once, and I think it was like months ago. This card is, most of these cards you'll notice they're not like the worst cards ever. They're not like meme level bad, but they're pretty damn bad to the point where they see no play, but not quite meme level bad, so they're just easily forgettable, and I think Forest Guide is a perfect example of that. Next card. Dusk Fallen Avianna. That's right, it's a legendary card. This card has actually seen no play. I've never seen this card in Constructed. I've never seen this card in Arena. I did manage to utilize the card, but it was generated through, I think, the Shaman Legendary spell in one of my recent Arena runs. I actually got to hear the attack sound of this card, and I have heard this sound just the one time. To put it into perspective, I heard the Doomsayer attack sound multiple times, Ragnaros attack sound many times, so this is as rare as it gets. Next up, Goblin Prank. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. This card is actually pretty decent, but yeah, it's a card that usually doesn't demand the value that Hunter requires. Even though we have a lot of Death Rattle Hunters in Standard, Goblin Prank is not there, and in Arena, you're not going to see combo synergy heavy cards like this one, so you're just never going to see this card. I think Goblin Prank is actually a card I have never seen played in any game mode ever to this day, for example. Next up, Death Axe Punisher. Some of you might know this card because it's actually not that rare in Arena. If you really pay attention to the cards that you don't pick when you draft an Arena deck, you've certainly seen this card, but it's quite an oddity even in Arena, where it does come up in the draft system a lot, and in Constructed, this card is very close to meme level terrible. And we have Spectral Pillager. Now, you might know this one because, yeah, it's spectral. A few of these cards have fairly iconic attributes to, their characters and stuff. So, yeah, you may have heard about this card. This is a pretty easy one. This rogue card I actually thought was actually somewhat decent because you could combo off a whole bunch of spells and then play that and, do a bunch of damage, right? Well, if you're going to do that, you might as well play like Auctioneer and Van Cleef and just forget about this garbage. So, basically, we just forgot about this garbage. Next up, Deadly Arsenal. That's right, it's the Warrior board clear. I think out of all these cards, I think this sees the play the least. It's just not good enough in a class that has really good board clears. It's like giving Mage a super crappy board clear. You know, it might still be good when compared to like rogue cards, but when you compare it to, well, the cards of that class, it kind of sucks ass. And that's basically all that Deadly Arsenal does. It is maybe playable in Arena, except for the fact that it is extremely rare. I've played tons of Warrior leading up to this point in the Boomsday expansion, and I don't even remember seeing this card in my draft. Maybe once, maybe twice. I play a lot of Warrior because Warrior's been great in this Arena season, I suppose. And we have Bladed Gauntlet. Gauntlet. That's right, it's a weapon. It is, I think it's actually a meme-worthy weapon, except it's just not funny enough. It's just kind of like meme-y sad. It's a card that literally has negative synergy with itself. Somehow, this is supposed to be a good idea. You know, it's kind of funny that it's a weapon, it's designed for you to attack stuff when you have a whole lot of armor, which means you're attacking presumably big things, but then big things do a lot of damage back to you when you hit them. So, and it doesn't work with the odd warrior. Yeah, it's terrible. It's actually terrible. Then we have Rocket Boots. Rocket Boots is actually a pretty good card. I have seen it once or twice in Arena, but that's it. Never seen it anywhere else. It is a decent card, though. It's a card that cycles through your deck and allows you to push with a minion that otherwise wouldn't get that little rocket boost that it needs. And, well, I think the meta just hasn't really pushed like an OTK or a combo-rific warrior yet. But if there ever is one, this is near the slam levels of, cantrip cards for that type of deck. It's not bad. Certainly one you maybe should remember the next expansion cycle. Then we have Glitter Moth. Yes, that's right. The absolutely abysmal priest card. I have never seen this card played. Usually when a new expansion comes out, people try the different archetypes that Blizzard forces upon us. Nobody even bothered to try this card. It's just horrifyingly bad. I think I've passed it on some of my Priest Arena runs, but Priest is actually notably weak in Arena right now to a point where your enemies are not going to be playing too many Priests, and why would they ever pick a card like this? So, good on you if you got that one. Then we have Wicked Skelemancer. Wicked Skelemancer. Well, here it is. It's a card that gets +1/+1 for each minion that attack this turn. Yeah. So how many did you get? Did you get all 10? Well, maybe you didn't. Because there is no Wicked Skelemancer, okay? It's a Wicked Skeleton. I did this for you guys trying to break the honor system. This is card number 11. You can keep this as a write-off. So, yeah. There's no Wicked Skelemancer. Maybe I fooled you guys. Let me know. Did you get 11 out of 10? Did you? Let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know if you want more. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.